In April 2003, Aron Ralston, an experienced outdoorsman and climber, set out on what was supposed to be a routine solo hike in the remote Bluejohn Canyon in Utah. Confident in his skills, Ralston didn't tell anyone where he was going, something he would come to regret. He was deep in the canyon when disaster struck. As he descended a narrow slot in the canyon, a massive 800-pound boulder shifted, trapping his right arm against the canyon wall. Aron Ralston, strong and skilled as he was, suddenly found himself in an unimaginable situation, pinned by the rock, unable to move and completely alone. The first hours were a blur of shock and frantic attempts to free himself. He used his climbing gear, ropes, and all the strength he could muster, but the rock wouldn't budge. Aron was immobilized. The reality of his situation set in quickly. He was miles away from anyone, with no cell phone signal, and no one even knew he was there. The days that followed became a desperate fight for survival. Ralston had only a small amount of food and water with him, and he carefully rationed them, trying to stay alive. He recorded video messages to his family on his camera, fearing the worst. As the hours turned into days, his situation became more dire. The desert temperatures fluctuated wildly, scorching during the day and freezing at night. Dehydration and hypothermia began to take their toll. By the fifth day, Aron knew he had only one option left if he wanted to survive. He would have to amputate his own arm. With a dull multi-tool and immense determination, Ralston performed one of the most excruciating self-rescues in history. It took him an hour to break the bones in his arm and sever the tissue, but finally, he was free. Bloodied and exhausted, Aron was not out of danger yet. He still had to find help. After freeing himself, Ralston climbed out of the canyon, rappelling down a 65-foot drop with one arm, and hiked over 6 miles before he encountered a family of hikers who helped him. They quickly called for rescue, and Aron was airlifted to a hospital. Doctors were amazed that he had survived not only the amputation but also the 5 days trapped in the desert. Aron Ralston's incredible story became a global sensation and was eventually made into the critically acclaimed film, directed by Danny Boyle and starring James Franco. Today, Aron Ralston continues to inspire people around the world with his story of perseverance and resilience. He works as a motivational speaker, sharing the lessons he learned in those 127 hours about survival, inner strength, and the will to live.